So Mystique is an AI platform that that empowers a subject matter expert or a functional manager or a business user who owns their own data and who understands their data, but don't understand the aspects of building an AI model. So we have a platform that helps functional managers or subject matter experts to use their own data to build AI models. So it kind of brings the gap that the data scientist has the knowledge, the technology knowledge, but lacks the domain knowledge. So we're trying to bridge that gap using our platform. So that is what our platform is. It's a no-code AI building platform. It can be run on your premise, within your infrastructure, or it is available on a cloud or any cloud for that matter. So that is what Mystique is in a nutshell.
It's the pandemic that actually gave a kickstart to corporations wanting to digitize in a hurry. So among other things, AI was being talked about, but like with every turn of events and every new technological kind of an era coming in, there was some skepticism. There'll always be leaders who innovate, there'll always be followers. But the pandemic kind of gave a scare to the enterprises that they may not have the waiting period which they otherwise had in the previous eras of technology innovation. I think ChatGPT, to a certain extent, made the common man aware of what AI could do. Okay? Therefore, the enterprises kind of thought that they've got to understand it urgently and start doing something about it urgently. Okay. Luckily, there was also a debate around ChatGPT on whether it is essentially progressive or there could be harmful use of AI. So there was talk about a lot of AI that may come under regulations. And then there was this talk about sifting out that AI, which is good for corporations. Now, that good AI is luckily being called productivity AI, which literally means any AI that is good for an enterprise to kind of bring in efficiencies, starting from the customer acquisition to other operational efficiencies, ending into cost or profit efficiencies, should be productive AI, productivity AI, as we call it. So therefore, like it has been always, the US is the market that will test a new thing. We also went the same way, because traditionally most product companies believe this part of the world is good for validating a product, but the commercialization largely happens to Deep West. 70-80% of our business is from the US. A lot of our learning came from the US. One big customer in the US luckily works with the Fortune 10 companies. So bulk of what we have delivered so far is for the biggest names on this planet. And that's been essentially what kind of validated Mystique. Okay. So I just got back from the US 48 hours ago, and I've not had a single meeting across 3 weeks that didn't talk highly about Mystique, because it's a ready platform with running revenues, incidentally headquartered in the US, which therefore attracted a lot of attention with partners here. We are Redington's chosen AI partner, which is a privilege in itself, because it's a near $10 billion organization with a history of presence across multiple continents, with over 2,000 of a partner network. And they have a very successful data and analytics practice, which they wanted to top with an AI platform and a complementing partner. So we're grateful and pretty honored that they thought we are the right partner. There is another part to your question, which is an ideal situation for us is to be recognized by enterprises directly. But the journey to there is always through good quality partners. Okay? So for this region, for at least the foreseeing time period, we believe Redington is the right partner for us. Okay, so that's how we will start with a lot of other global markets, find the right partner who has the kind of credibility as well as the reputation for Mystique to also be seen in that light.
So we have seen a lot of generative AI technologies. Basically, these are large language models. If you talk about it in technical terms, which has a lot of knowledge. But for businesses, we believe you don't need like a super brain to conduct some parts of your business. What we believe is we need to build models that are very focused to a business, so that the footprint is low and it can be run in production. We want it to actually work. We don't want it to be a gimmick at the end of the day. So this is something to do with Mystique. So what we offer is also an on-prem solution. So basically, you can install Mystique, cut off the internet, and it will still work. So we kind of give that comfort where you run our entire platform on your premise within your firewall. So the data does not leave your enterprise network. Yes. So it's all staying in the network. And the training happens within your network. You have people who know your data. They can use the platform and take output from the platform. It all happens within your premise. It need not go outside. And your data is used for training. Accuracy is much higher. And we have a feature where it can keep on learning itself. The more you feed it, the more it learns, the more accurate it gets over a period of time.
Our biggest client was actually an IT-enabled services company, not yet an IT company, not wanting to be an IT company. We started with a couple of use cases on two different extraordinarily critical needs in the global markets, which started as a project. One was about cyber incidents, which is a serious thing because breach of your personal data is not a good thing, right? Another was a lot more professional use case, which was about automating presentation decks for large corporations. These projects were maybe less than $250,000 kind of a project for us, which is our average ticket size to even check out POCs. Luckily, this non-IT company found great value exactly because what Sajeev said, which is about our on-premise kind of an advantage that we give our clients. And today they have created global products of our POCs, which is great news for us because they have the muscle to take it around the globe. Our good fortune is that Mystique goes along with it. So we are hopeful that will be our biggest breakthrough global commercial success. GITEX was always a big showcasing platform. But I think why it is becoming critical in the last couple of years is also because UAE generally, Dubai specifically, is looking at trying to become a Web3, a tech-savvy kind of a location, okay? An alternate Silicon Valley, so to speak. I am told, I have always been here as a visitor in the past, but I am told day one has never been crazier, especially the first 2 hours. And I can vouch for that, Mark, because Redington is a huge stall. We are one pod in that. I'd like to believe we are the busiest in that section of GITEX, which is crazy for two reasons. Because we got serious people from government, we got serious people from top corporations and enterprises, we got serious inquiries, including somebody who incidentally asked us if we are open for acquisition last evening. This is day 2, okay? So I'm grateful to all of them, but that is the GITEX magic. And you're right, it's just growing bigger and more impacting, and that is great interest in AI, great interest in AI.